Hi, gentlemen. No, it's not foggy. I'm coming to you from Australia where we're experiencing some of the worst bushfires we've ever seen all along the East Coast. My best wishes to all the guys out there who are in the middle of it or who have family and friends and people they know that are in it. And it also made me connect the reason why I make these videos, and I make these videos for me to understand. To the degree to which I am anti-authoritarian structures, anti-telling me what to do, it's to the degree that I want to be left alone to live the way I'd like to live. I'm not hurting anyone, I'm not pushing anyone, and I think that fairness should be reciprocal. Whether or not that's feasible is another thing, but that's where I come from. And this is where I think a lot of men misinterpret the message I'm giving. Now, that's all well and good. We all process things different ways and different things speak to us. There are a great many men who are in the defensive, I'm not getting hurt anymore phase. And we often oscillate between that phase, myself included. And this is the reason that I sometimes point to what is no longer true. It's not that certain aspects of women are evil or bad. It's that this thing about women or society or bad bosses is not true anymore. True in the sense that it does not bear fruit for your life. This is the important thing I speak about in my videos. It's the fall. It's the going towards something. It's the living for something. Henry James once said, quote, "Live all you can. It's a mistake not to," unquote. And that's predominantly, if not totally, the position I come from. Even if I'm apophatically speaking to you from a position of, I suggest you avoid this because there's a lot of risk there, or not just risk, it's almost guaranteed suicide with regard to laws, the system, the way modern women are. I'm speaking to you from a position of sovereignty, gentlemen, from a position of wanting to live in sunlight and not in the darkness, protecting yourself from everything. I'm talking from a position of screw everything that's not wanting to reciprocate and be a human being. Leave them alone. Avoid them. Not hate them, but avoid them for your own happiness and for your own autonomy and well-being. Think of it this way. On my tombstone, it'll say, born 1971, dash, and then when I die. That dash is all we have, gentlemen. That is what I fight for within myself, and that is the passion with which I speak to you. I'm not trying to be melodramatic or theatrical, but there's so much meaning in that little dash there. It's all we have. And it's not just, it makes you reflect on these bushfires. Life is so short, gentlemen, that when you're asked to sacrifice your life and there's so little to nothing that you get, and not only that, that the insult of them shaming you for even wanting a little bit in that little space, that little dash of your life, that you're not worthy of having any kind of happiness or autonomy. That is what I'm so passionate about. It's not being anti them or anti the system. It's to recognize what they are and how they limit you, suffocate you, and make your existence from birth to death a mere formality as a tool to use in their lives. You're a bag of chips they open between birth and death that they get to use and then throw away. They don't care. But the point is how much you care. It's about how much you see yourself. The overwhelming thing, gentlemen, is I can't live with the lie. I really can't. I want to be out in the sunlight. I don't want to live in the lie of the shadow all the time. I don't want to live defensively there. But I'll be damned if in this short place between birth and death, I don't dance and stand in that sunlight as much as possible. Many of you guys misinterpret me. When I talk so much about the passion of what I refuse to participate in anymore, how I refuse just to be used and thrown away. That is me telling you how much I want to live, how much I want my time to be mine, and how, if it's not cooperation and conversation, a brotherhood between guys, a cooperative time between women, a cooperative time between myself, the system, or anything outside of me, if it doesn't serve me, gentlemen, if it doesn't cooperate and converse and relate to me fairly in a way that I find comfortable and that I want to relate back to, I do want to share, like I'm sharing these videos. I love creating my life. I like the space to create. I don't want to lie. I don't want to be fake. I don't want to pretend and say, yes, dear, to fit into a slot until I'm buried. There's so little time between childhood and death. I'm fighting not just to have as much time as I can, but within that time to feel as alive as I can. And it could be as small as making these videos, writing a short story, having the freedom to catch up with my friends and chat, taking photographs. And I'm not trying to be poetic and theatrical. Too many of us slide back into cold mathematical procedure. Now you do this, you do that, you get up, you eat, you sleep, you go to work, rinse and repeat. And for many people without imagination or much of a will to do anything else, which is all well and good, but for those of us with some sort of itching to do more with our lives, this is where I'm coming from in my videos. The honesty, the not having to be politically correct, the unfairness, not having to give $100 for every $1 a woman gives, of relationships, whether they're with women, friends, or the system or the world, where you're giving so much and you barely get anything back and you're made to feel shamed for expecting anything back. It's about the friendship and realness of the back and forth, the noticeable back and forth of relating to other people and relating to the world where I put in the effort and time into a passion or a hobby and getting something back. You're not made to feel like a chump that was sold a lemon. So just a reminder in the new year now, the reason I do these, and I recognize that I'm tired of lying for others, lying because it's the right thing to do in any kind of relationship in life, romantic or platonic or societal, where you don't have to say the right thing to get along, because they're not your real friends anyway. It's not a real connection. It's not a real relationship. It's a please love me, rather than a real friendship or love between people, or love between you and your passions and hobbies and the freedom and autonomy of the time you want to spend on those things in your life. The realness of that, gentlemen. Again, live all you can. It's a mistake not to. Anyway, chew on that and I'll talk to you later. Subscribe, like, comment, link, or share my videos around. There are donation options below if you'd like to support me also. I appreciate all of you who have and continue to. Thank you.